Welcome to a heartfelt journey. This is Naamah, sharing the tragic story of her sister Annie, who faced spiritual abuse and lost her life. Reflect on the importance of being vigilant and prayerful. It all began with a wedding, a dream ceremony tainted by an ominous aura. Pastor Wolf, in his sharp blue suit, fixates on Annie with a sinister intensity. In their tiny home, Annie's excitement morphs into worry. Cries of prayer echo, drowning her dreams of a joyful family. But her husband pays no heed to her fears. A doctor's words pierce her heart: intimacy can harm her unborn child. Yet, no one, not Wolf, nor the church, listens to Annie's desperate pleas for safety. In her mother's embrace, Annie seeks solace. But the arrival of a church elder shatters her refuge. Submit to your husband, they decree, silencing her cries. Alarms blare, but the room feels deserted. Annie screams in pain, feeling utterly alone. The birth of her child results in devastating silence, a lifeless moment. Years of heartbreak flash before her eyes. Miscarriages, silent tears in public spaces, and kneeling in prayer become her unending reality, overshadowed by despair. As Annie battles her inner demons, Naamah, her sister, watches helplessly, haunted by the shadows of spiritual manipulation around them. Wolf's arrogance grows, his power becomes a heavy shroud over Annie's spirit. She struggles against the tide as he insists on divine authority over their lives. Mimi, ever the grounded voice of reason, visits Annie, offering warmth and hope in the sterile, cold hospital. Family begins to rally, but it might be too late. Despite the darkness, Annie's family surrounds her with love. Their presence is a refuge in a world where Wolf's voice echoed louder than all others. Beneath the stars, her spirit fights back. Annie finds strength in her faith, but as the shadows close in, she longs for liberation from her chains. At the church, elders turn a blind eye, their silence enabling Wolf's abuse. Their spiritual guidance becomes a weapon against the very souls they're meant to uplift. Wolf's sermons weave a web of deceit, cloaked in the guise of holiness. His voice commands reverence, reducing Annie to a mere pawn in his game. Alone, Annie gazes at her daughter's photo, with dreams of a brighter future. Yet, doubt lingers, haunting her thoughts like a constant storm. Naamah confronts Wolf, fierce and bold. She challenges his manipulation. But in his arrogance, he brushes off her concerns, remaining unyielding. In her dreams, an angelic figure appears, showering Annie with hope. A bittersweet reminder of the strength she possesses, urging her to reclaim her life. Bear begins to see through Wolf's facade. Doubt festers, leading to a fateful awakening that could change everything for Annie. Mona stands tall, challenging the church's hypocrisy. His voice echoes through the walls, fueling a desire for justice for Annie. As the sun begins to rise, Annie embodies hope against the dark past, showing us that resilience can lead to redemption. Keep her story alive.